Hey everyone, today I am at Platos Closet. I got here a little bit early, so I figured I would do a little intro for you. I decided that I'm going to try and use a different business model. What I'm going to try and do is incorporate Platos Closet a little bit more so that I can bring them things that I don't want to sell because I think I want to try and raise my ASP. I don't think I want to post anything lower than 35, and I think I kind of want to raise that even more going forward. What I want to do is take those items that are like the 35 and less that I could usually like post an item for or sell an item for, bring them to Platos Closet and trade it in, get some money back, and hopefully find something here that I can sell for a much higher amount. I tried this like once already, or a couple times already, just kind of dabbled in it here and there. I was able to purchase a Reformation new with tags dress that I was able to sell for over $100, and I purchased it here for, I think it was marked at 30, but because I had some trade-in credit or some trade-in money from bringing things in that day, it was closer to $20. So still paying up quite a bit, which I'm usually not comfortable with because I just don't know if things are going to sell. But that one I felt pretty confident that it was going to sell, and it did, and I'm really excited about that. So that's what I'm going to try and be doing. I definitely would like to be able to list the item for over $50. I feel like that's being very generous to myself. I would actually like it to sell for much higher than that because I am obviously going to be paying up for things here, but I am going to try and get that cost of goods as low as I can, again, with bringing things in and using the money that they give me towards that purchase. Another thing I want to try and do is source specifically for them. I'm going to try really hard to kind of look at what they want or ask them what they really want and source those things for super cheap to then bring and hopefully make a little bit of money on, and then be able to spend that extra money on a higher priced item here. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes because I'm not sure if this is actually going to work out or not, but I'm going to try it. Also, along with this, I'm going to be doing a challenge. I'm going to be doing a $100 challenge. So I'm giving myself $100 cash to spend at Plato's for whatever the extra amount is, more than what they give me for the clothes that I bring in. And I'm going to see how far I can stretch at $100. Anyway, so I'm here today to do that. I didn't go through the items that I'm bringing them. I may or may not continue to do that. But I have two very full bags today. I'll let you know, I'll give you updates. I'll probably read you my receipt afterwards. So yeah, I think they're actually having a clearance sale today too. So maybe I will look in the clearance section first. Normally I go to the dresses first because I feel like that's more bang for your buck. Or jeans. I feel like they price up their jackets and coats a little too much, so I don't usually go in that section. But I'm going to try the clearance section today and we'll see what we can find. So I was able to get a very short clip of some things that I was finding at Platos Closet this day. This was not in the clearance section. I did kind of stray away from that a little bit. And I was looking for white dresses actually for myself. So yeah, that's kind of what you're seeing in these clips and what I ended up being able to film. I did, however, this one right here, find this For Love and Lemons dress. It was so cute. It had like little cherries on it. It was so adorable. So I did end up picking up this dress. It also has some little roses on it. Yeah, so I picked that one up to resell, and then here I am just continuing through some more of the dresses. I do like to focus in the dress section because I also feel like if I am going to sell something, then it's more substantial and I can sell it for more money and hopefully make a bigger profit, especially if I'm paying up for these items. But like I said, I was also looking for dresses for myself. And that is kind of why I'm looking at some other things that maybe I wouldn't have looked at otherwise. And then I also really like to look in the jeans section as well. So this is editing me coming into this video and realizing that it is extremely short And I never even shared with you like what they ended up buying or what I ended up buying. So let me do that with you. Here's my receipts from what they purchased from me. And they actually purchased 19 items, which is great. They gave me $63.62. So I'll do the math and put that here, what the like per item was. And I'm just going to read through it. Again, I don't have the items to like share or show you. I didn't film that part, but I'm just gonna go through, read you the item description that they do have and how much they gave me for it. They purchased a woman's jacket. They just have other brand written down, grade 2 B+, size medium. They gave me $240 for that. They purchased a pair of women's denim jeans, and they were from the brand Silver. They were a size 27, and they gave me $5.94 for that, so that's great. I feel like you get a good amount for like denim jeans when that's what they're looking for. Another jacket, size small. Everything else they wrote was the same, other brand, blah, blah, blah. They gave me $240 for that as well. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think the jackets were like just zip up, kind of really lightweight jackets. They weren't anything special. They weren't any special brand. I think they were kind of a no-name brand. And then they also purchased a t-shirt. The brand is Chemistry. That doesn't ring a bell, but it was a size small. And they gave me $198 for that. Short dress from Universal Thread, size large. They gave me $1.60 for that. Kind of surprised. I feel like for a dress they would have given me more, but maybe not. Another women's t-shirt, size small. They just put other brand. I'm pretty sure this, again, was a no-name thing, and I think it was new with tags, which is why I brought it to them. They gave me 90 cents for that. Pair of men's a short sleeve shirt by Nike, dry fit. It was a size large. They gave me $240 for that. A women's t-shirt, size large. They gave me $1.33. Another women's t-shirt, size small. They gave me $1.30. I don't know how they price stuff. Women's long skirt, like a maxi skirt. This was from Max Studio. This was actually really cute, very like cottagecore if I remember correctly. Size small, they gave me $4.20 for that, so that's good to know. So long skirts fits like the style they're looking for. I wasn't sure if they'd actually purchased that brand, but they did. I think, again, based on style. A men's long sleeve sweatshirt, size large. They gave me $3.60 for that, so that's good. Women's pants from the brand Mundetta. I actually really like that brand. If these would have fit me, I would have kept them, but they did not. They were size large, and they gave me $3.90 for those. So that's pretty decent too. They purchased a pair of women's pants from Skechers. It's interesting because they have for clothing. Like, I think that because Skechers is usually a shoe brand. And they purchased that for $4.20. Again, pretty good. And then they purchased a pair of men's jeans from True Religion. They're size 34, and they gave me $12 for these. I mean, my Platos Closet does not give you much per item. So $12, that's a lot. They must have really marked those up. I would have sold them myself, but I wasn't sure if they had been hemmed. And so I wasn't sure if I wanted to list them myself. So that's why I brought them to Plato's. I actually decided to bring them to Plato's first. And then if Plato's didn't want them, I would probably try and sell them and just like obviously note the sizing and stuff like I normally do as far as like measurements go. But I wasn't sure if they were hemmed or not. But they took them, and they took them for $12, so I'm happy with that. They purchased a pair of women's Gap shorts, size 0. Got $3 for the Gap shorts. They purchased a hat. It was like a beanie. I think it was like a burnt orange color or something like that. They gave me $1.33 for that one. They purchased a pair of women's athletic shoes. They were Under Armour brand, size 8.5. I would have kept these if they didn't want them. I'm trying to remember. I think they were new with tags. They gave me $5.94 for them. I don't need another pair of shoes. They are very similar to the ones I have, so I just didn't need two of pretty much the same shoe. They purchased a women's dress shoe by the brand Soulmates, size 8. They gave me $3.60 for that one. Those were not new tags. And then they also purchased a pair of sandals from me, and those were new tags. They were not like any specific brand whatsoever. And they gave me $1.60 for those. So that is everything. That's my long list of things that they purchased, which is awesome. I love that. Will not complain about that whatsoever. Now we can look at my other receipt, which is what I purchased from them. And I don't think I have any of these listed yet. I purchased a short dress, the one I actually just shared with you in the little clip from Love for Lemons, something like that. I think it's the first time I've ever found it before. And how much did they want for it? They wanted $12 for it. I got $10 in discounts from this, which is awesome. I only paid $9.39 for it instead of $12 for that really cute dress. Really adorable. We'll see how it does once I list it. And then I also purchased a Zara jumpsuit, and this was new with tags. Originally it was $18, but with my discount I got it for $14.09. And I could have swore I looked up comps and it was doing well. We'll see if it's still doing well by the time I list it. But and then I purchased a long maxi dress, and this one was from Anthropology, and it was originally $16, but again with the discount I got it for $12.52. So my total was $25.46, again with the discount and everything. And then I think I used the cash that I got from my buy, which again was the $63.62. So I still came home with extra money in my pocket, and I just used part of that to pay for the 3 items that I purchased, which is awesome because basically that means that I had no cost of goods into them, although that's not how I calculate it. But yeah, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Most of it's talking, but I did want to kind of just, let you know what my plan is going forward as far as Plato's goes, and that I will be incorporating it a lot more going forward. All right, take care everyone. See you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye.